Okay, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about some things that you can do to increase the likelihood of traffic coming to your site and increase traffic coming to your site. One of the things we need to do is add social sharing to our site. Okay. The reason why I don't add this normally is because there's so many different options and different people have different social plugins that they like to use. Now, me personally, I usually use Add to Any. Um, so that's the one I like. It's a free plugin. You can do a search for it. So what we need to do is make our content easy to share. So that's one of the things we can do. So I'm going to go ahead and install this, and we'll go ahead and activate it. We'll go ahead and take a look at the settings on this. Since it's a training site, I'm not going to go through and put in any social accounts to it, but you want to make sure and do that. Put your social accounts in. Now, before you do that, we can talk about our syndication and creating our social and Web 2.0 properties for our syndication plugin, which is Snap. Um, and then you can do those at the same time. So let's just take a look at the settings for this particular plugin. Now, when you're taking a look at the settings, and these are all different, plugins are different, but you want to make sure that your icon size is not going to be too large for your theme. So you'll just have to kind of check this as you go. But the idea is that you want the buttons in a place where people see them easily and can share your content. That's the idea behind this. So we'll set up the standard share buttons, and then we'll probably set up the floating as well. So if you take a look at your article on an article on your site after you have Add to Any activated, you're going to see that it put them down here. Okay, and that will work. That's what we want. Okay, so let's take a look at the floating bar, and basically what that does is put a floating bar to the side of your site. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the left side, and we'll just leave we'll leave the rest of it um, set to default. I'm only going to use the vertical buttons. So I'm going to go ahead and click Save. So you'll see that it put a floating bar to the side. All right. Now, one of the next things that we can do to help get traffic is whenever you put in content on your site, it's always good to link to other authority blogs or authority sites, not necessarily sites that are selling something, but um, a blog or site that's popular and has an authority on the subject. So it's always good to keep those links or link to those sites. So for instance, if we go over to Google and just do a search for kettlebell training program blogs, and there's different search strings that you can use if you're not familiar with search strings, it's a specific set of characters designed to bring back a specific result. And we may talk about those a little bit later. But if you just do a search for blogs, what we're looking for is some blogs that have a little bit of authority to them. Okay, something like this particular blog here or this blog here, and we want to go ahead and link to those because they will pick those up and hopefully link back. So let's take this particular post article on our site and we'll talk about linking to an authority site. So if we take a look at their blog, this is what it is, and it's a great looking blog. So this is going to be something we can link to and hopefully get a link back, which will be really, really good for your site. Okay, so here we are. Here's our post, and what we would do is basically at the bottom of our post, we're going to put in a sentence and link to that site. So we'll just go ahead and link to this site, and you just put in a sentence, okay, a relative term linking back to the site. So we'll just go ahead and link it here. Okay, so we have an authority link on our site. Now, another good way to get a possible link back to your site is to use quotes from other authority blogs, writers on these authority sites. Use quotes. So if you have an area in when you're writing an article, to put in quotes from other sites is always a good idea to do that. So we're going to go ahead and update this. Next, it's important that you use this particular syndication plugin, and it's imperative that you go and create. If you really want your site to do good, you want to go create your accounts and add them to this plugin so you can syndicate your articles. When you add new articles to your site, you can syndicate those. So you really need to do that. Now, I've done training videos in the past over setting up this plugin, creating accounts, and those videos are on my YouTube channel. We may do that again later, but it's imperative that you use that and set those accounts up. Facebook, you can add all of your accounts here. Um, okay, it lets you put in all of your accounts and syndicate your content. So make sure you do that. Now, another good tool to use is called Blog Engage, and basically what this lets you do is submit articles. So if you write a new article for your site, or if you have it written for you. If you have it written for you, make sure you're using a good writer. Okay. If you use I need articles, just make sure you're using a good writer and you read the article. And if it's a great article, good article, which most of the articles that you'll get from I need articles are really good, you can submit them to Blog Engage, and they will once they review it, they'll post it on their site. And it will allow you to get new readers or get new visitors to your site. So this is one you want to do that. Now they're using a blocker for it, but you want to go ahead and do that. This is a great way to get new visitors, new readers to your site. Okay, so we're going to stop this video. We'll pick up with this topic in the next video. Thanks, guys.